Madam Chairman, why do we have to submit it? This is about transparency. This is about the budget of the House. May question na nga kung bakit MOOE natin by by certification. So bakit hindi natin ipakita kung paano ginastos? Yan lang naman ang tanong eh. Yes
Again-
or no?
Yes po. We are one with you, Representative Chanco, in
Ma'am, you are one with
pushing
me,
for
but you are just
transparency.
You're circling around the question. So I want to know bakit ayaw natin i-pre-plenary yung budget ng House of Representatives.
Kong Toby, just to be very clear, we are not saying no. We are saying that this is not a decision that I can make right now. That is subject to the consideration of the House leadership. So
Madam Chair, you're not saying no, but you're not saying yes also. Diba? I mean, ano bang problema? What is the problem? Why don't we ask the House leadership? Nandyan man si Speaker, nandyan man si Madjo. Ba't di lang natin tanongin?
again po, I am unable to say yes or no to that question because it is not my decision to make. I would have to again submit this for the deliberation of the House leadership.
But that is no assurance at all. 2025 ang NEP po natin 16 billion. Nag-insert po ng 17 billion ng House, naging 35 billion yung budget. 2026 ganun din. 17 billion ang NEP, 27 billion ang GAA. So ibig sabihin nag-insert ulit ng 10 billion. Tapos ayaw natin dumaan sa pre-plenary. So anong problema? Pero po, Madam Chair, ang laki po ng budget ng House of Representatives, no? Nasa 30 plus billion. Halos kasing laki lang siya ng DOST. So bakit hindi po natin siya idaan sa pre-plenary hearings? Kasi dapat natin malaman kung paano ginastos yung budget ng House noong 2025, paano ginagastos yung 2026, at ano po yung basihan ng 2027 budget proposal. At kadalasan, nagpropose po ang House ng insertion na mas malaki pa doon sa original budget. Just like 2026, no? 16 billion lang po ang NEP natin, pero ang total budget is 35 billion. So mas malaki pa. Tapos hindi man pre-present. Paano po kami magtatanong sa plenary kung hindi naman pre-present po sa budget briefing yung mga pinagkagastusan? So I would like to request, kung wala namang legal exemption o constitutional provisions that exempt the House of Representatives, we must go through exactly the same process as other departments. Dapat po ipresenta po yung budget ng House of Representatives kung wala po tayong tinatago.
Definitely po, Kong Toby, definitely wala po tayong tinatago. As was the case last year, when the budget of the House was presented during plenary, tinayuan po ng isa po sa ating mga vice chairpersons, si Vice Chair Mercar Zamora, tinayuan niya po yung budget ng Congress of the Philippines, and we opened the deliberations on that. But if the request of the Honorable Chanco is to do a pre-plenary for Congress, we will submit that to the for consideration of the House leadership, because usually naman po it's something like it's not just the Congress of the Philippines budget. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of OEOs na other executive offices na hindi na po natin dinadaan sa plenary. So we will definitely submit that for the consideration of the House leadership.
Madam Chairman, why do we have to submit it? This is about transparency. This is about the budget of the House. May question na nga kung bakit MOOE natin by by certification. So bakit hindi natin ipakita kung paano ginastos? Yan lang naman ang tanong eh. Yes
Again-
or no?
Yes po. We are one with you, Representative Chanco, in
Ma'am, you are one with
pushing
me,
for
but you are just
transparency.
you're circling around the question. So I want to know bakit ayaw natin i-pre-plenary yung budget ng House of Representatives.
Kong Toby, just to be very clear, we are not saying no. We are saying that this is not a decision that I can make right now. That is subject to the consideration of the House leadership. So again po, I am not saying no. Again, we've done so many reforms to promote transparency. We've done the BARC, bukas na po lahat ng mga amyenda, pinapakita po natin line by line, not just in the House, in the level of the House of Representatives, but even at the level of the Bicameral Conference Committee, pinapakita na rin po natin lahat ng amendments. So Again, if this is a push towards transparency, most definitely po, we will support this, but this is not a decision that we can make at the moment. This needs to be submitted for the consideration of the House leadership.
Madam Chair, you're not saying no, but you're not saying yes also. Diba? I mean, ano bang problema? What is the problem? Why don't we ask the House leadership? Nandyan man si Speaker, nandyan man si Madjo. Ba't di lang natin tanongin?
Again po, I am unable to say yes or no to that question because it is not my decision to make. I would have to, again, submit this for the deliberation of the House leadership. And we will rest assured po what the assurance that I can give. If it was within my jurisdiction, I would have been able to decide right here and now. But please give us some time to submit this for the decision and deliberation of the House leadership.
But that is no assurance at all. 2025 ang NEP po natin 16 billion. Nag-insert po ng 17 billion ng House, naging 35 billion yung budget. 2026 ganun din. 17 billion ang NEP, 27 billion ang GAA. So ibig sabihin nag-insert ulit ng 10 billion. Tapos ayaw natin dumaan sa pre-plenary. So anong problema?
Kong Toby, I would like to reiterate that this is not an insertion. This was deliberated in the plenary. Although there was no pre-plenary for the budget of the Congress of the Philippines, the deliberations on the budget of the Congress of the Philippines was opened up during the plenary. All members were given the opportunity to propound questions to the budget sponsor last year. So although there were no pre-plenaries for the Congress of the Philippines in the past budget hearings, meron pong pagkakataon ang lahat po ng mga miyembro na suriin yung budget ng Congress of the Philippines pagdating po ng plenary deliberation. So if again the request is to have a pre-plenary for the Congress of the Philippines budget for this year, I will most definitely po, the assurance that I can give at the moment is that I will submit it to the wisdom of the House leadership.
Eh kung ganun pala, pwede naman palang sa plenary lang magtanong, bakit pa natin sila pinadadaan sa pre-plenary? Tapos tayo, ayaw natin idaan yung sarili natin sa pre-plenary. Pwede naman pala, di ba? Kung yun ang sagot niyo, kasi last year, ganun, yung House hindi dumaan sa pre-plenary, tapos sinagot lahat ng tanong sa plenary. Eh bakit lahat ng departamento pinadadaan natin tapos tayo hindi? Anong pagkakaiba?
Madam Chair, point of order.
Go ahead, Par. Before I respond, yes,
My good friend
Representative Tony
Toby
Albano.
Chanco is talking about our pre-plenary actions that we can take up amongst ourselves and not waste time with a lot of members who are ready to talk and debate issues regarding the DBCC. So, with respect to my good friend Toby Chanco, the list is so long that I don't even know if I can ask questions primarily on the national and local concerns later on with our friends who have prepared this. And this has been an ongoing practice to have the DBCC. So if this is a concern, my point of order, Madam Chair, is if this is concern about scheduling, maybe we can take this up with the permission of Congressman Toby, with the leadership, and not waste the time of members and also our guests here in plenary. If that is okay, that is a point of order that I'd like to
Okay,
make.
if it's a point of order, I will explain and I would like the chair to rule. If it's a point of order, I will not appeal. I'm just saying, kanina po sinabi, 11 trillion po ang sinabmit. Binawasan po lahat ng departamento, ginawang hindi po dapat ibawas sa time ko yun. Kasi point of order po yan. Hindi po dapat ibawas sa oras ko yung sagot ko sa point of order niya dahil hindi ko po tanong yan. Okay, kanina po sinabi 11 trillion. Binawasan 7 trillion. So kaya natin pinapag-submit ang bawat departamento. Sasabihin nila, paano nila ginastos yung pera, nakabuti ba ito sa taong bayan. Yun po ang ginagawa sa pre-plenary. So paano po kami magtatanong dito sa plenaryo kung wala naman presentation ganon? Ano, huhulaan namin kung magkano yung nagastos? Anyway, I would like to request the chair to rule on the point of order. If you think I'm out of order, just say so.
Madam Chair, if I may be allowed
Before I rule on the point of order, I would first like to recognize Deputy Speaker Janet Green.
very quickly, Madam Chair, unang araw po ito ng ating pre-plenary budget deliberations, and I believe the Honorable Chanco, whom we fully respect, has his point The Honorable Chair and the Honorable Albano also have their own points. May I recommend, Madam Chair, that instead of ruling on matters that will create animosity, may I be allowed, Madam Chair, to propose the following: that the concern of the Honorable Chanco be referred to the Committee on Appropriations and be deliberated as soon as possible. And second, Madam Chair, if the Honorable Chanco will allow, that we now proceed with the deliberation of the DBCC, notwithstanding the fact that there are unanswered questions that the Committee on Appropriations are very much willing to answer, regardless of the decision of the leadership or whatever, because it's the committee that will respond. So, Madam Chair, if I may, again to reiterate, wag na po natin pagdebatihan yan kasi sayang po yung oras. We acknowledge the Honorable Chanco. We also acknowledge the point of the Honorable Chairwoman and the Honorable Albano, one of our party leaders. But at the same time, I believe we have to move forward. So if the Honorable Chanco is amenable, may I propose that his proposal be discussed by the Committee on Appropriations as soon as possible. But for the meantime, we all be allowed to proceed with the pre-plenary hearings of the DBCC.
Madam Chair, if I may reiterate,
With the indulgence of Representative Tiangco, I would first like to recognize Representative Tony Albano.
yes, Madam Chair, the point of order stays, and it's a long-standing tradition that the point of order has to be taken first. But I believe Representative Chanco has still that floor and time if he wants to use his 2 minutes or 5 minutes of his time to ask any relevant questions while the DBCCs and our guests are here. But if it's outside of that, I would really like to insist, if not, I'm asking permission for my good friend Toby Tiangco to please, everyone's stressed already, everyone's trying to do a good job, we're trying to help our country and our economy move up. These are the relevant questions that we have prepared ourselves to ask our guests. And if it's not relevant to the context of what we are discussing right now, then you have to rule in favor of the motions of the point of order that this is not exactly the forum for the cause of the good friend from Navotas, Congressman Tiangco, and then we can take it up right away if he wants with the leadership, with the speaker and the majority floor leader and the chairperson, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Albano. If our honorable colleague, Representative Tiangco, will be amenable to it, rather than ruling on the point of order, as proposed by Deputy Speaker Garin, this is a matter that we can take up within the Executive Committee of the Committee on Appropriations. So again, rather than take it up here during the DBCC, as I assured earlier, I give my assurance that I will raise this to the House leadership for deliberation and decision. And we will get back to you as soon as possible on the matter.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Representative Erice.
Yes, ang suggestion ko lang po, hindi lang po dapat siguro after deliberating with the Executive Committee, we should deliberate it in the plenary. Kasi po ang question dyan, yung equitability nung resources ng House, whether all representatives are, meron pong kanya-kanyang pakinabang at yung sa sa budget at baka naman po kailangan po talaga equitable. Hindi ko naman po sinasabing equal, equitable yung distribution ng resources. So hindi lang po ito concern ng committee, concern po ng buong plenaryo. Salamat po.
Thank you, Representative Erice. Again, we acknowledge the point of the Honorable Erice and the Honorable Tiangco. And again, may I request for your kind indulgence to please give us time to raise it to the House leadership and within the Committee on, and also for the Committee on Appropriations to make the appropriate action on the matter. If again, if with the kind indulgence of Representative Tiangco and Representative Erice.
Madam Chair, the reason I brought it up today is para magkaroon ng time mag-prepare yung House. Anyway, please rule on the point of order of the Deputy.